Good afternoon students, welcome back to online maths class. So in today's class we are going to discuss about derivatives of implicit functions and derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. So before going for the derivatives, let us understand the meaning of implicit functions and then we'll go for the derivatives. So we'll give the definition of implicit function now. Implicit functions. Implicit functions. So an implicit function is a function which is expressed or written in the form of both dependent and independent variables. So an implicit function is a function expressed in terms of both dependent and independent variables. In terms of both dependent and independent variables. So we'll give some examples here. So x square plus 2xy plus y square, this is equals to 200. This is an example of a implicit functions. Another example can be 3y square plus xy plus x square, this is equals to 10. So this is another example of an implicit function. Now we'll understand what is the exact meaning of an explicit function. So the next one, it is explicit function. Explicit functions. An explicit function is a function which is expressed in terms of independent variable. An explicit function is a function expressed in terms of independent variable. Let us give an example for this. Example, y which is equals to sin x plus 3. So here y is a dependent variable and x is an independent variable. So y is completely depending on the variable x. So here y is completely explicitly expressed, or y is separated completely. But here in these two examples, it is not possible to separate y. So that is why this is an implicit function which is expressed in both independent and dependent variables, whereas this is expressed in terms of independent variables. So this is the meaning of an explicit function and an implicit function. So with this knowledge, we'll go for the derivatives of implicit functions. So we'll take two important example problems. Then after that, we'll discuss the derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. Well, the question is, find dy by dx. Example problem on implicit function. Find dy by dx if x minus y, this is equals to pi. If x minus y, which is equals to pi. So let us solve this. So the given function is x minus y, which is equals to pi. Differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x. With respect to x, derivative of x it will be 1, then minus derivative of y, it will be dy by dx. Dy by dx, this is equals to, here pi is a constant, derivative of a constant it is 0. So now what I will do, I will take dy by minus dy by dx to the right hand side, we get plus dy by dx. So 1 which is equals to dy by dx or dy by dx which is equals to 1. So this is the answer for the first example problem. So note down this and then we'll take up the second example problem. Well, the second example problem, it is find dy by dx if y plus sin y which is equals to cos x. So let us take up the given function. Y plus sin y, this is equals to cos x. Y plus sin y equal to cos x. Differentiate both the sides with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. So now derivative of y will be dy by dx plus derivative of sin y. We know the formula of d by dx of sin x. D by dx of sin x, it will be cos x. So we are differentiating this with respect to x. Whenever it is d by dx of sin x, the formula is cos x, but here we have d by dx of sin y. D by dx of sin y. So we have to differentiate this by chain rule now, considering this as x. Sin y, it will be cos y. Cos y. Now we have to differentiate this inside function once again. What is the derivative of y? It will be dy by dx. It will be dy by dx. So that term we will have to write now. Sin y derivative will be cos y into dy by dx. This is equals to derivative of cos x will be minus sin x. So it is minus sin x. Now in these two we have dy by dx common. So dy by dx common, and then we get 1 plus cos y inside the bracket, 1 plus cos y, which is equals to minus sin x, which is equals to minus sin x. Now we need only dy by dx. Take this term to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator. So overall the final answer will be dy by dx, which is equals to minus sin x divided by 1 plus cos y. So this is the required answer for the second example. Note down this and then we'll go for derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. Well, now we are going to discuss about derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. So derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. So in our first PUC we have studied about 6 trigonometric functions: sin x, cos x, tan x, secant x, cot x and cosecant x. So similarly we have inverse trigonometric, 6 inverse trigonometric functions: sin inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse x, secant inverse x, cosecant inverse x and cot inverse x. So we have given the formula for all these inverse trigonometric functions in the first class. So let us derive them. I will be deriving 3-4 functions. You will have to do the remaining functions. So here the question is find the derivative of f of x equal to sin inverse x. Find the derivative of f of x equal to sin inverse x. So let us get the derivative of sin inverse x. So I will take this as y. Let y which is equals to sin inverse x. Let y which is equals to sin inverse x. So from this x equal to sin y. So this implies x is equals to sin y. X is which is equals to sin y. So now differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x. So what is the derivative of x? It will be 1. Then derivative of sin y. Sin x ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ cos x ಬರೆದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಈಗ sin y ಅದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ cos y into dy by dx ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So derivative of sin y will be cos y into dy by dx. Into dy by dx. Now take cos y to the left hand side, it goes to the denominator. So this implies dy by dx, which is equals to 1 divided by cos y, 1 divided by cos y. Now dy by dx, which is equals to 1 divided by cos y, can be written as square root of 1 minus sin square y, 1 minus sin square y. So now dy by dx, which is equals to 1 divided by square root of 1 minus, what is sin y here? Sin y, it is x, but here we have sin square y, squaring on both sides. Sin square y means it is x square. So replace sin square y by x square. So this is the required answer. D by dx of, what is y here? Y is nothing but sin inverse x. So d by dx of sin inverse x, it will be 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. So this is how we get the derivative of sin inverse x. So note down this and then we'll go for cos inverse x. Well, the second one, it is find the derivative of f of x equal to cos inverse x. Cos inverse x. Let y, which is equals to cos inverse x. Let y equal to cos inverse x. From this x equal to cos y. So this implies x, which is equals to cos y. Now differentiate both the sides with respect to x. Derivative of x, it will be 1. Now derivative of cos y. Cos x ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ sin x ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ cos y ಇದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ sin y ಇಂಟು dy by dx, ಮೈನಸ್ sin y ಇಂಟು dy by dx. So what is the dy by dx from this? Dy by dx becomes minus 1 divided by sin y, minus 1 divided by sin y. So how do you write sin y now? Dy by dx, which is equals to minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus cos square y, 1 minus cos square y. So now dy by dx, which is equals to minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus cos square y. Cos y is x, cos square y will be x square. So it is 1 minus x square. So d by dx of y. What is y? It is cos inverse x. Cos inverse x will be minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. So this is the required answer for the second one. Note down this and then we'll take up the derivative of tan inverse x. Third one, find the derivative of tan inverse x. Find the derivative of tan inverse x. Well, let y, which is equals to tan inverse x, y which is equals to tan inverse x, from this x equal to tan y, x is equals to tan y. Now we have to differentiate both the sides with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to x, derivative of x, it will be 1, then derivative of tan y, it will be secant square y dy by dx, secant square y into dy by dx. Now take secant square y to the left hand side, it goes to the denominator. So this implies dy by dx, it will be 1 divided by secant square y. Now, how do you write secant square y? By making use of the standard identity that we have learnt in 10th as well as first PUC. So, dy by dx, this is equals to 1 divided by secant square y can be written as 1 plus tan square y. So, it becomes 1 plus tan square y. 1 plus tan square y. So, d by dx of y. What is y? It is the tan inverse x. Tan inverse x, which is equals to derivative of tan inverse x, which is equals to 1 divided by 1 plus tan square y. Tan square y is nothing but x square. So, 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So, we had given this formula in the introduction class. Note down this and then we will find the derivative of secant inverse x. So, the next one it is find the derivative of secant inverse x. Fourth one, find the derivative of secant inverse x. Let y which is equals to secant inverse x. From this x will be secant y. So, this implies x becomes secant y. Differentiate both the sides now. So, differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. Derivative of x it will be 1. Then derivative of secant y. What is the derivative of secant x? It is secant x into tan x. But here we have y term. That means we should get dy by dx at the end. So, secant y derivative will be secant y into tan y into dy by dx. Into dy by dx. Now, we need only dy by dx. Take these two terms to the left hand side, it goes to the denominator. So, dy by dx, which is equals to 1 divided by secant y into tan y. 1 divided by secant y into tan y. So, in the next step, it can be written as dy by dx, this is equals to 1 divided by secant y. What is secant y? It is x. So, it is x. Then, how do you write tan y now? Square root of secant square y minus 1 from the standard identity. From the standard identity, I have written this formula 1 plus tan square y. 1 plus tan square y, which is equals to secant square y. From this, if you write tan y, it becomes the square root of secant square y minus 1. So, d by dx of y. Y means it is secant inverse x. D by dx of secant inverse x, which is equals to 1 divided by x into square root of secant square y. Secant square y is nothing but x square. So, it is x square minus 1. So, this is the required answer for the derivative of secant inverse x. So, remaining cot inverse x and cosecant inverse x, you will have to do it. So, this is all about the today's class. Thank you.